Mike. All right, let's get live on YouTube. Sherrod Petaway, how's it going? Okay. What's going on, guys? I haven't seen you guys since, what, Sunday? It's been some time. I don't think we went live for Raw. Let's go down the list. I already see the names coming. Sherrod Petaway always happen to be in the top 5, whoever it comes to, you know, showing up in the building first, man. I always showing love. What's good, Sherrod? Will Ware, Jeffrey Harvey. I hope you got your tickets. I will see you this Monday at Raw. Hunter Thomas, Israel Russell, Colton Brown, Soulless Blaze, Jaquan Williams. Jaquan, I said Con, as if you're some sort of ex-convict. All right, but then again, if you, well, you know, they got Wi-Fi in prisons now. They're living the life. Okay, I don't even think people get shanked anymore. That's a lie. People still get shanked. Don't go to prison on purpose, fellas. It's not going to be a good idea. Or ladies, too. You know, they over there, you know, carpet munching and then shivving people with toothbrushes. Jason, King, Kilvis, Danica Shuck always in the building. I don't know if you're going to have the Necro Cam for WWE now. Maybe, because, you know, Goldberg did crush a man to get the title. We're going to get to that in a little bit. Jason, Packer Nation 12, Carmison, Carmish Sean, Big Paul, King Sean, Tyler Martin, Hoodie Zay, YG the Beast, Pablo Gomez, Dragoon, Dion Hunt Wood, Jason Perkins, Stay Creative, Zelda One, Josh Mabbitt, Kyle Cruderbats, Chuck, Jeremy James. Oh boy, here comes Roman Reigns of all people. Who didn't see this one coming? Timothy Rose, how's it going? Meet or be yeeted? Haha, I see what you did there. Andrew Rolls, P1 Gabe, Larry Moore, Makoto Yuki, always in the building. Monkey Life 8805 Profit, BBG, BC TV, Donovan Cook, DeTori Gray, Eric Enigma, KJ Singh 97, William Wright, Antonio Coleman, CL Hawk 27, Adrian Carr, Dark Thunder 16, Justin Gravina, Dark Engine 58, KGR Kid, Terry Porter, Knowledge White, Y2 Jericho, Legend Killer 97, Mario Colangelo, Cam Mad 316, Josh Howard, DeTori Gray, Elijah Fleming, Ethan Williams, Dark Thunder 16, Trial Empire Music Group, Albert Harris, Nate Stormont, Jaden Sutherland, George Jackson, Michael McLawhorn. I think I got to everybody. I think that's everybody. Sonic Dew. Okay, first and foremost, we're not going to talk about Super Showdown. I lie. You don't know the motto essay? I lie, I cheat, I steal. We're going to talk about that horse shit of a show during the stream, but currently right now what's going on Friday Night Smackdown, Goldberg has since come out with his Universal Championship that he took down the Fiend for reasons we will discuss, and out comes Roman Reigns. So what we're probably going to see for WrestleMania is a battle of the spears, or I should say the spear versus the flying hug, because everybody knows Roman Reigns' spear does not look the best. Not really a big fan of it. Does not really invoke fear into the opponent, in my opinion. But all right, first and foremost, Super Showdown was absolute garbage. It's a show, if you did not see it, you can go without seeing it. Go look up a highlight compilation that'll probably, you know, have a duration of about 3 to 7 minutes on YouTube. You did not miss much. Okay, we saw new champions on the Smackdown side with The Miz and Morrison taking down the New Day. You saw Goldberg take down the Fiend, and I think everybody else defended, if I'm not. Ricochet got squashed by Lesnar, obviously. You saw the Raw Tag Team Champions stay the Raw Tag Team Champions. I believe that was Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy defeating the Street Profits. Intercontinental Champion. I do not think that one was on the line. Whatever the case was, Roman Reigns wants to see Goldberg in the ring, and they're looking eye to eye right now. A 53-year-old man is your Universal Champion. And evidently, he's going to be challenging against Roman Reigns of all people. Goldberg cannot do a match over 10 minutes. Hell, they tried that in the 2003 Goldberg experience. Was it the best? No. Could have been booked better? Absolutely. What should they have done? Made Goldberg win at SummerSlam 2003 in the Elimination Chamber. But of course, there's a man who's a golden shovel, who owns a golden shovel in Triple H, who only allowed him to win at Unforgiven? And then he took it back at Armageddon? Whatever the case was, Goldberg is your your Universal Champion. Let's talk about it. Danica, you said you had a question for me. So you said, have you seen Black School, Bath School Disaster? No, I have not. I still have not taken the time to figure out what exactly that was. I have to tune in and figure that one out so I can answer that for you. I will be going live this weekend for the XFL, so hopefully I will have been briefed on it up until that point. Josh, I feel the same way. This man walked all the way to the ring, taunted with his hands into the air just to say, I'm next. Really? Really? What is the old, what's the saying around the office for individuals who work in an office? Como se dice? Could have been an email. You could have texted him, I'm next. You could have put via satellite in a commercial break, I'm next. You didn't need to walk to the ring just to turn right back around and go to the back. You wasted our time. Wasted our time. I'm not even wearing a watch anymore because you wasted my time, WWE. What are we doing? And let's just have an honest conversation about SmackDown these past couple weeks. Hell, the past couple months. It's been absolutely atrocious. Has not been, entertaining. The Raw. Raw has since passed it when we talk about entertainment. SmackDown's taking hot L's. They're most likely going to have Cena versus The Fiend. Now, if it is going to be Cena versus The Fiend needs to win. Now, is The Fiend going to squash Cena like The Undertaker did a few years back? I'm not sure. Whatever the case is, definitely need to see, The Fiend go over at Mania. I think this is what happened with The Fiend. They booked themselves into a corner. That's what I think they probably did. They made him far too strong and almost unbeatable. The man took like 6 curb stomps, right, and made Seth Rollins look like a bitch. Then you saw him take on Daniel Bryan in a very, very good match that watching it, at one point you felt like, whoa, wait a minute, Daniel Bryan might just win it here. He might just, but then he took him down. So you can't necessarily say, all right, let's bring back Goldberg, have The Fiend go over, because who is supposed to be the babyface to take down The Fiend? Who's that guy? I don't know. What are they going to do with The Fiend? They going to keep the man as a heel? Or are they going to try to make him a tweener? Because the people love The Fiend. People ain't going out there booing him. He's only heel by the position that you put him in. Be quite honest with you. Everybody loves Bray Wyatt. Will Ware says The Fiend shouldn't have won the title in the first place and got greedy putting him against Rollins for the title. You knew that The Fiend had to win because he couldn't take a loss. So at Crown Jewel, The Fiend won the title and started a downward spot. I agree. They put the title on him way too fast. Way too fast. What they should have done, and WWE has this problem, where they rush people. Like, it makes no sense. They rush people so fast. You get a good gimmick that people get behind. You get a character that people get behind immediately. You say, all right, the people love him. Let's give the people what they want. People power, as Johnny Ace would say. And you give this man the title, and you have no real opponents for him to go against. Let's just be honest. Everybody wanted to see The Fiend crush Seth Rollins because we all got tired of Seth Rollins the second they put him with Becky Lynch, right? So it was time for a new champion. The Fiend just so happened to, he's the champion. The first person who we actually enjoyed him going against was Daniel Bryan, and you had nobody to build behind him. There's nobody to build behind him. WWE, the booking, creative, screwed this over. The Fiend will still flourish. Believe me, he will still flourish because of the sort of character that he is. WWE just got to build the other people for him to fight. Who do you say? I understand. I would rather the Fiend over a 53-year-old man. However, because Mania, they're trying to go and, make stuff box office, I guess they would rather have the Fiend go over with a big victory and then pursue the championship, rather than him go in as the champion and fight against somebody nobody cares about, a la Randy Orton a few years back. Because they dropped the ball with that. More importantly, they had 4 title changes in 4 months. What are you doing, WWE? I think it went from Styles. No, it was Cena to Styles to Orton. No. Styles to Cena to Orton to Mahal. Oh, I'm wildin'. Styles to Cena to Wyatt to Orton to Mahal. Cena have the championship? I feel like he didn't. Whatever it was. Somebody correct me. Let me know who was the 4 champions at the beginning of the year. And hey, Manuel, how's it going? I see your name now. In the beginning of was it 2017 or maybe 2018? King Clavis says Styles, Cena, Wyatt, Orton, Mahal, Styles. Okay, yeah. So I was right the second time. Yeah. And here comes Naomi with that big booty bouncing. But we're not talking about it. We got to keep it PG-13. What are we doing here? Let's not get out of line. TJ Singh says we have the same world champions now that we had at the end of 2003. Yeah, that's hilarious, isn't it? And you know what's great about the Super Showdown? It's all about pushing fresh faces, all right? So you got to have these new talent come in and get over. See, you guys are upset about the fallout of some of those big matches or supposed big matches, but you got to keep in mind, it's all about pushing new talent, like Brock Lesnar, like Goldberg, and The Undertaker. You got to make sure these fresh faces get W's on big, pay-per-views. You can't have a fresh face like Goldberg lose. You can't have a fresh face like Brock Lesnar lose. You can't have a fresh face like The Undertaker lose. These guys are brand new to the business, and we're trying to build them up. Wait a minute. It's not the beginning of the millennium. Wait, did I say Goldberg, Brock, and The Undertaker? Wait, what year? It's 2020? Huh. Well, I thought it was all about new stars. Well, fuck me. But it's Naomi taking on Bayley. And 2 ladies in the ring with the big booties. Okay, all right. We're not doing that. 2 ladies who made history as well. Second match. How you guys feel about Bayley's character? You know what? I thought it ran kind of stale, but I'm finally getting behind this character. Finally getting behind it. Jaquan Williams says, do I have Battlehawks gear on? No, I don't. I'm actually wearing my my old college football warm-up suit. I said suit. It's a warm-up? Yeah, it's an old college football warm-up. Whatever it is. Where? A-State over here. We were sponsored by Under Armour my first year. Oh, that's my name. Right there. The second one's gray. It has my number on it. I was wearing 85. But here comes Sasha Banks, finally making a return. We haven't seen her in over a month, if I'm not mistaken. Devin Covington, I completely agree with you. Goldberg versus Reigns literally does not need a title. I don't know why they needed a title. Exactly, you're absolutely correct. Just like Goldberg versus Lesnar too, it did not need a title. My Lord, Sasha Banks. Although she does look like a seahorse. She doesn't do too bad for herself. Jaden says Cena or Undertaker or Stone Cold. Stone Cold. It's not even something to... The only thought is between Stone Cold and Undertaker. I think they both kind of trump Cena. But if we're talking about biggest stars, it's Austin, Cena, and then Undertaker. Undertaker's the cornerstone. Stone Cold was the how can I the biggest star, and Cena the face of the company. Because let's just be honest, we talk about the biggest stars in WWE: Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Cena, I can't even really say Savage, Michaels. Yeah, I'd have to say those five. Andre. Cena kind of, this kind of controversial, but Cena, I'd have to say, is the biggest star out of all of them. Well, not really counting The Rock outside what he's doing in Hollywood, but WWE-wise, nobody has got to the top and stayed at the top and stayed as relevant as long as Cena. Austin was 6 years. Undertaker fluctuated. Hogan was, I think about Hogan was actually some time. Hogan was what, 84 to 93? Yeah, but he kind of got stale. Cena was a decade. Here comes Lacey Evans. All these ladies in blue, really representing SmackDown. Maybe that's why I'm wearing blue. And we've got it. Oh, well, Teddy Long is somewhere in the house erect because we're going to have a tag match, player. It's going to be a 2-on-2 harlot match. Ladies doing battle in the ring, player. And if you don't like that, you could go 1-on-1 with The Undertaker. Slim Leroy puts 5 on it. Says, will you be attending WWE Raw when they come to Brooklyn? I will be there this Monday. Manuel says, when I'm sliding into DMs. Tomorrow. Mahmoud Farhood says Hogan didn't want to work with some people. Cena worked with everyone. Exactly. Naomi and Lacey Evans going to work, I should say, taking out Bayley and Sasha. Most likely we're going to go to commercial break here. Indeed they are. Oh, they didn't put it in the small corner. I guess I'll talk to you guys. Holla, holla, holla. The tag team match. Am I going to watch AEW tomorrow? Probably not. I do not think I will be catching it live, but I'll most likely watch the fallout of it. Slim, oh, you're thinking about going to the Raw on Monday. Hey, give it a shot. Why not? Go to it. The Flute Guy Game says, I feel like they should have kept Bayley a face and turned Sasha heel, then have them face off at WrestleMania for the title, a la the NXT TakeOver match. I agree. Sasha is somebody who needs to be heel. She has done her best work as a heel. Bayley was the clear-cut babyface that you would love. However, it got stale because they booked her, not necessarily into a corner. They didn't give her anybody who you dislike so much to want to see Bayley win. So Bayley got stale. The second that you got Bayley stale, you have to turn her. Because if you leave her as the face and she's stale, you could put her on a year losing streak, have her fall out of the ranks of the 4 horsewomen like you did Becky Lynch from 2017 to 2018. Have that happen. But WWE didn't want to do that. They went a different direction. They had Bayley turn heel. The weird thing about it was Bayley was heel the same time Sasha was heel. What I thought they probably would have done is play on that feud they never finished 2 years ago, where they were best friends and then they had to go to therapy and all this other stuff. They never finished that feud. So I thought they were going to play on that. Now, because Bayley's heel and Sasha's heel, you can't make Sasha face. She got to be heel. She put too much work in over the course of the past months to be heel. But so did Bayley, because she was heel for the first time in a company. These two can't fight each other for a year, in my opinion. Don't put it for SummerSlam. Don't put it for Survivor Series. Don't put it for Royal Rumble. Have them face off. Don't let them turn on each other until maybe Royal Rumble next year. And then you could start from 3 months and have them, feud from that point. Rampant 513 in the building. How's it going? TJ Singh says, I think the Taker vs. Style match is going to be like the one versus Edge at Mania 24. You know what? I'll say this much. I'm feeling like Styles versus Undertaker is going to be an amazing match. Undertaker ain't his last hurrah. Let's just be honest. Undertaker's last good match was CM Punk in WrestleMania 29. That was his last good match. They messed up the booking with his match against Lesnar at WrestleMania 30 because it should have been no holds barred. It made no sense to have that as a not necessarily sanctioned match, but they had it as a regular match. It should have been no holds barred. They screwed up the booking for that one. But Undertaker's last great match, in my opinion, I cannot, somebody, let me know if there was a different one that Undertaker had since then. But I'd have to say it was up until that point. But I feel like Styles can carry that match and make Undertaker look absolutely amazing. Because I just believe in Styles' work. But we got a tag team match on right now. Bayley and Sasha taking on Naomi and Lacey Evans. Saucy Man says, no bull, we can throw the hands. I'm trying to have you feature on your own video. Oh, wow, really? You want to fight me so I could do commentary on my own video? That'd be hilarious. Yeah, it was WrestleMania 29, 2013. Manuel says the unchiseled Adonis versus the Undertaker. Undertaker going to have a bad time because he's going to struggle to lift up the unchiseled Adonis. It's going to look like when you used to play those old wrestling games when you had to tap A to lift the person. Well, I said A, so that showed I was a GameCube Nintendo guy. But you have to tap the button repeatedly, vigorously, and profusely in order to lift your adversary. I don't know if that's still going on in the regular games now, but Undertaker would have a rough time against the unchiseled Adonis. But at the same time, he'd most likely defeat him, because the unchiseled Adonis has no offense. Taker versus Lesnar in the cell. That one was good, but it wasn't on the level of. It was good, but it wasn't that great. It was good, but it wasn't as great as the Punk match. The best one was WrestleMania 25. I've gone on the record and said that was the best match I've ever seen. But I'm talking about Undertaker's last great match. I think that was against CM Punk in 2013. 23 through 29 was absolute masterclass for Undertaker. Year after year was magnificent. And then you can say the same thing for Michaels. 2003 to 2010, every single WrestleMania match he had was box office. He even made Vince look like it was going to be that was a damn classic match. Nick Weidner, is that how it's pronounced? Says, huge fan, just started watching the stream right now. What was your thoughts on the Fiend dropping the title? I'm not upset at them dropping the title. I'm just upset that it went down to Goldberg. But you needed to kind of knock the Fiend down a peg because he was kind of indestructible. So unless they were going to have him fight against Brock and win, or maybe bring back Cena and win, it's just so short. There wasn't anybody who you can try to feed to him to make him look better. Well, maybe Cena. But they're going to give him that at WrestleMania without the title. I think they just really wanted to have Goldberg and Reigns and have Reigns go over and win the title. Because if you have Reigns go over on the Fiend, people's not going to be happy. You have Reigns fight against Lesnar again at WrestleMania, nobody wants to see this. So that's why I'm not mad. I was upset they put the title on the Fiend to begin with. I feel as if he should have won it at WrestleMania and they continue to build. Fat Bubba says, who do I think Braun Strowman will face? I have absolutely no clue. Big Paul, you're absolutely correct. Taker Orton was underrated because of all those other matches that Taker and Orton had later on. But at the time, it wasn't underrated at all. Great kick from Naomi, getting the tag on Lacey Evans. And there goes the hot tag to Bayley and Evans. Oh, I should just say the hot tag to Evans, because she's the one with all the offense right now. Random Trainer X, I'm right there with you. Sasha is back, but are they going to let her win matches? I hope they do, because let's just be honest. Sasha has always been screwed over. All right? She has always been screwed over, but she's injury prone. Yes. However, you cannot deny how good she is in the ring, how good she is as a character. Sasha Banks is box office. Now, granted, when it's her against Charlotte, Charlotte's her, she's her, steamboat. All right, she's the steamboat Charlotte is the steamboat to Sasha Banks's Randy Savage. So they work very good together. But let's just be honest. Sasha has been, she's been screwed, man. She should have had a longer championship run. She's yet to have her WrestleMania moment out of all three, 4 horsewomen. No, Sasha cannot fight against Bayley at this upcoming WrestleMania. It wouldn't make any sense. It's way too short notice. If they're going to fight each other, it's got to be something that's like a damn near, it's got to be a long drawn out sort of, well, not long drawn out, but it's got to be something that's been building for a while. That's the best way to really sell the match. They'll have a classic match between the two of them, but people won't care. That's the tough thing about wrestling now. People truly have to care. You could go put on a 5-star match. If people don't give a shit, nobody's going to care. Well, that's kind of counterintuitive. If nobody gives a shit, they obviously don't care. So why would they not care double time? Naomi gets the roll up, or I should say the sun. What do they call that? The sun flip, sunset flip for the pin. Tracy Walton puts 5 on it. Says if I had to push 5 wrestlers, who would they be? Sasha Banks, Cesaro. Sasha Banks, Cesaro, the Usos. No, the Revival. Damn, did they get their release? I know they asked for their release. I hope they didn't give it. The Revival. They're kind of pushing Kevin Owens right now. Samoa Joe. And that's tough. I can't Kevin Owens, I can't necessarily say Owens because he's had his due. Samoa Joe, in my opinion, has never got his due. That's why I kind of put him over. I guess you could go Aleister Black. Yeah. I guess those would be my 5. Sami Zayn, because he's not doing too much in ring right now, I'm not going to say him. But if Zayn was in the ring as often rather than being the manager, it'd be Sami Zayn, no problem. Now, don't get me wrong. I love me some Kevin Owens. Don't get me wrong. But Samoa Joe, he should have had that WrestleMania match against Lesnar. Hell, Bobby Lashley should have had a SummerSlam match against Lesnar. But definitely Cesaro, definitely Sasha. I was gonna say Bianca Belair, but she's getting her push as we speak, and she's still very green. That's why I don't count NXT people. Whoa, Robert Chester, you tripping? You said Sami Zayn is trash? I know I know everything is subjective, but woo, trash is a strong word now. Trash is a very strong word. Matty Jackson said Bobby Lashley versus Tyson Fury at WrestleMania. Nah, I wouldn't want to see that, man, because Lana is still attached to Bobby Lashley, and Lana's gonna talk, and I do not want to hear Lana speak. EC3, no. EC3, they didn't even give this man an opportunity to solidify his character in NXT. You just knew him from when he was in TNA. When he got to NXT, let him become box office. Look at what they did with Bobby Roode. Perfect situation in NXT. When he got to the main roster, when he started out, of course, he was great. Well, Robert Roode. But he was great. And then they screwed it up. But with EC3, they even give the man an opportunity to really become the huge star that you know he was capable of being. That's why he's stuck in a bind now in backstage segments running around for the 24/7 championship. Oh, wait a minute. That was months ago. When was the last time you even seen EC3? Ridiculous. Light-skinned Mufasa in the building. G Mays 11 says, how do I think Lana and Lashley ends? Lana's gonna turn on Bobby because the man turning on the lady, it doesn't really happen in this generation. So Lana's probably gonna end up turning on Bobby, giving him a low blow or whatever, and then costing him a match against Rusev, and then Rusev is probably gonna mess around and turn heel. Because at this point, you cannot turn Lana face. She has to be heel. And they're not going to be together forever. So, best bet, make Bobby face. Nobody really cares about Bobby that much. More people is booing Bobby more for, Lana than it is for Bobby. So they'll probably mess around and turn him face. If you did not know already, John Cena is returning tonight on Smackdown. They're saying EC3 possibly dealing with post-concussion. Well, even if he had the concussion, they still ain't booked the brother right. Because when he came up to the main roster, ain't nobody know. Nobody cared. Soulless Blaze, what's going on? How's it going? You saw an ending of a tag match. You missed Naomi get the sunset flip on, was it Sasha for the pin? Or was it Bayley for the pin? Whatever the case was, Naomi and Lacey Evans walked away with the W. You missed that. I'm seeing Rusev going to AEW. Well, that's interesting. Larry Moore, I agree. Bobby needs Leo Rush. Because Bobby's not that great of a talker on the mic, and he's a destroyer in the ring, but you're not giving him the right people to destroy. Ricochet was the perfect situation, but here's the problem. Ricochet can't talk on the mic. So you got two characters, one that can be an evil villain, one that's a superhero, but they can't talk to sell a match. That's the problem. WWE got some great in-ring talent. They got some people who are questionable on the mic, and the people who good on the mic, sometimes questionable in the ring. Enzo Amore. This is dope, says poor Goldberg is going to get the Batista treatment from the fan. Well, it's a little bit different with Goldberg, though. Because everybody was so happy to see Batista back until they recognized what was happening. Because it was like, all right, oh, we got Batista. Wait this is right in the middle of the Yes movement. Wait, Batista's going to enter the Rumble. All right, yeah, this is great. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Number 30. Oh, it's Rey Mysterio. Wait a minute. What about Daniel Bryan? Batista. If it had been under different, circumstances, the people would have loved Batista's return. In the case of Goldberg, we already saw it. When Goldberg came back the first time and beat Lesnar, it was like, all right. Even people who weren't behind Goldberg, you needed somebody to beat Lesnar, so you loved it. Because we've already seen this story already, it don't hit the same. Larry Moore, I agree. Mic skills should be the first thing they teach you when you reach the WWE. More importantly, one thing I never understood about people who get to the WWE, how the hell can't you speak on the mic? There's a difference between stage fright, because I've dealt with that myself. Even when I did stand-up, it took like 2.5 years to finally get comfortable on stage. I can get behind a camera, I can go on a live stream, and I can go. But when I used to get on the stage, I'd be there like, all right, I'm be my energetic self. I'm going to do what I do. But if the people don't connect with you, now it's like they just looking at you like you stupid. And I ain't really care, but at the same time, your whole performance is based on the retention of the audience and with the response that you get. So I know how to deal with the silence. Sometimes with these wrestlers, some of them don't know how to deal with having the mic and speak. But if you've been doing it for X amount of years, if you went through NXT and you got to the main roster and people just don't care, you got to change your approach. One thing that I loved about Stone Cold, what I loved about The Rock, what I loved about the Attitude Era, and hell, even the Ruthless Aggression era. You see how whenever they speak on the mic, they don't speak straight, or I should say now they do, only speak to the hard camera. You only looking in one direction. The old wrestlers used to speak everywhere. I'm not only looking into the hard camera, I'm speaking to the audience all over the ring to make it seem as if we're building a connection. Might I add, it's Robert Roode taking on, Kofi Kingston one-on-one. But yeah, man, people got to learn how to speak a little bit better, man. People have to speak better on the mic. And I'd hope nobody ate those pancakes, but somebody did. I remember a few, I think it was last year. Big E pulled a pancake out of his groin area, threw it into the crowd. A larger man caught it, and you see why he's larger, because he started eating it. I guess he just eats anything. P1 Gabe 35 says, what's my favorite retro wrestling game? WWF No Mercy, if that counts as retro, given it's 21 years old. Let me know what your category for retro is, but I'd have to say WWF No Mercy. And also Smackdown Here Comes the Pain. I'd put Smackdown Here Comes the Pain 1, No Mercy 2, Day of Reckoning 2 is 3. I've heard about MJF. I heard that brother's pretty good on the mic. But he's such a snarky sort of heel, the character goes right with it. I personally think best on the mic is Samoa Joe. But, Larry Moore, I can agree the New Day is getting stale. I hope they don't break up. I think they're really missing Xavier Woods right now. But at the same time, they fought everybody. So it's going to get stale because there's nobody left to fight. You know what I think they should do? Make the Usos. Make the Usos heel. They should have never been on the same show as Roman. Make the Usos heel. The same douches that they were before, and have them feud with the New Day once again and reignite that flair that they had 2 years ago. Because that was some of the best brand of tag team wrestling that we've seen in a long time. And everything came in waves because you had this on the main roster in NXT, you had DIY and the Revival and American Alpha. The tag division was on fire, man. It was on fire. And then now it's since gotten stale because WWE's kind of stopped caring about the tag division. The Miz is only good as a heel. He sucks as a face on the mic to really sell stuff to you. Samoa Joe is an absolute masterclass mouthpiece. Israel Russell says, who's the best heel in the business right now? Best heel in the business right now. I feel like this is a layup, but I'm drawing a blank. Best heel in the business, I heard, if we're talking just WWE, the best heel in the business is probably, well, you could say Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar, because they get boos. Lana is pretty good. Hell, Baron Corbin is probably number one, because I can't tell you, I can count on my hands how many people really like Corbin. The Miz is not the best current heel. Capable of being the best heel, but probably Corbin. Rollins is just boring. It's probably... No, Orton just did something to become the heel because he took down Edge. But Edge is coming back. I would have to say, yeah, it'd have to be Corbin, man, because Corbin has been consistent over the past 2 years. It got to be Corbin. I don't care too much for Corbin. It got to be Corbin. It probably got to be, yeah. Yeah, it's probably Corbin. Yeah, it's probably Corbin. Will Ware, I understand where you're coming from, but Rollins is just I don't care to hear Rollins speak at all. Hell, I don't care to hear Corbin speak at all either. So you know what? You might just be onto something. You know what, Will Ware? I think boy. I'm gonna have to give it a 1A, 1B, man. Yeah. Will Ware convince me. I think I gotta put Rollins there too, man. I think I gotta put Rollins there. I can't say Chris Jericho because everybody loves Chris Jericho. His character may be the heel and all the other stuff, but everybody loves Chris Jericho. If Chris Jericho was face, he could be in the conversation for best face. And literally, if he were to turn face tomorrow, he's the best face in the company. So it's unfair to kind of use Chris Jericho. Sonic Do, yes. Rude just pulled an Eddie. Indeed he did. Nicholas says, but Orton been a heel the longest. Has he? Longer than Corbin in this current run? I can't say so. Best face. Evo says the best face. Cody. Probably Cody. Yeah. Probably Cody. Biggest face. I can't think of anybody else. I honestly cannot think of anybody else. Who's a bigger face right now than Cody? That one guy says my favorite wrestler is Trish Stratus for reasons. Completely understandable. I get it. See, you can't use Cena. We're gonna see him tonight though, but we'll see. Victory mode. Victory mode. You know what? That was just on my mind. Adam Cole as the best heel in WWE. Kind of, but then Adam Cole almost. I'm not comparing the two career-wise, but Adam Cole right now is Chris Jericho. Is it safe to say the comparison's not there? Am I wildin'? Adam Cole, at first I thought he was like the second coming of Shawn Michaels, but Adam Cole is Chris Jericho from 2000. Am I wildin'? Y'all let me know if I'm wildin'. Or is there a better comparison? Because that's the way I see it. Adam Cole is Chris Jericho of this generation. Champ is a sensational face. Absolutely. Velveteen Dream, absolutely love him because we got to see it from Tough Enough. Absolutely love him. Robert Roode got the upper hand on Macaroni Hair, or I should say Ramen Noodle Hair in Kofi Kingston, How the Mighty Have Fallen. Remember when he was champion? I remember. Will Ware says he's more of a 97 Michael. Whoa. 90, maybe, oh boy, you can't even say a 96 Michaels. I see where you're trying to go with a 97 Michaels, but 97 Michaels was pushing every button, crossing every line. Cole ain't there. Now, granted, maybe that's because of the company being PG, but 97's Michaels was on a whole different level. I can't. It's kind of tough to make that couple. I see what you're trying to do there. I see what you're trying to do, but I can't do that. 97 Shawn Michaels. Keith Lee is great. Really enjoying Keith Lee. Gargano, yes. Hunter Thomas, perfect. Gargano is literally the modern day Bret Hart. You know what? I can get behind that. With a little bit less technical, more, all around, performer. But that is Gargano's, like, the face ability. That's him. That's literally him. Oh wow, McIntyre is huge right now. But not more than Cody right now. We're talking face, not more than Cody. Kofi into the corner. There's the crossbody on Rude. Hell no, that's not going to put the match away. There goes the kick out from Rude. Kofi Ramen Noodle Hair Kingston still trying to figure out what to do. And remember, Big E has been barred from ringside. Aristotle in the building. How's it going? This is dope. Says Chad Gable has to drop the Shorty G and become the next Angle. I agree, 110%. He is dumb for accepting that Shorty G and trying to run with it. Now, you got to push some buttons. Remember what everybody says about Vince. Vince, although this man can be terrifying as hell, he respects people who's willing to fall on their sword and push back against the establishment. If I'm Chad Gable, I'm saying screw that. Get rid of Shorty G. Let me be Chad Gable and let me do my stuff, man. Let me prove to you how good I am. Because Chad Gable right now, top 5 in the ring. Right now, I'm telling you guys. Top 5 in the ring. Let this brother not be no goofy comic relief. Let him go out there and wrestle and he will prove you wrong. I'm telling you, man. That brother is talented. Ooh, double A spine buster. You see Arn Anderson in the background, rather erect. That's a lie. He's not in the background because he's not watching WWE. He's in AEW. Why are you watching a product? But every time somebody hits the double A spine buster, you got to think about Arn Anderson. Hunter Thomas says he wants the 2006 Angle from ECW. Man, you hit the nail on the head. Intensity was an understatement. This brother was on another level. When he won the title against Mark Henry, I cried. And I cannot tell you, well, not against Mark Henry, but, in the Battle Royal on Smackdown, oh, I was so hyped. Oh, wow. Dolph with the quick timing. Oh, and my thoughts on Mandy/Dolph, I don't really care for it. Here's a roll-up. He got him. Robert Roode got him. Down goes Kingston. And Robert Roode with the W. Chad Gable is 2010 Daniel Bryan right now, for sure. Oh, there's fire and desire. Why are they watching the television sideways? You don't need to. We know who you are. Just have them look at the television. I always hated that. Why they do that with backstage segments now? Standing there goofy at the side. Stand in front of the TV and look at it as if you're a human. If I'm looking at you guys, right? Why would I look at you guys like this? Why would I look at you guys like this? Like my body's on an angle. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I would look at you like this. So why are people watching television monitors in the background from an angle? That don't make no sense. Yo, Otis look like he ain't showered in days. I feel like he might be Naval Laser from My Hero. I don't like the way his belly's staring at me, man. I feel uncomfortable. Sonic Do says how WWE should have booked Kurt Angle's illegitimate son. Who posted it? Is that from What Culture? Because I think I may have seen it. I feel that title sounds so familiar. How you guys feel about Heavy Machinery? Because they're entertaining, but from where they are right now, it's kind of like cornbread for me. If they're on television, cool. If they're not, cool. Either way, I'm good. It was what culture, right? Yeah, I think I may have seen it. Ah, yeah, I think I may have seen it. Oh, by the way, I did meet. If you guys didn't see my, from WrestleMania, I actually had an opportunity to meet Simon Miller, and more importantly, I this summer, I believe I have an opportunity to maybe host their event if I play my cards right, where Simon Miller is going to go one-on-one with Sir Wilkins. I might possibly go and host that. This upcoming month, March 22nd, the Jobbeteers podcast is going to have their 100th episode, and they're recording it live. I don't know how much WWE, or I should say wrestling guys, they're going to reach out to, but I will be hosting that event. I'm going to have all that information out for you guys momentarily. But stay tuned for that. But I'm going to get much more into wrestling events and stuff like that, because people know I'm a wrestling fan, and hell, I'm good with the mic, so why not let me host your event? Oh, by the way, best person, interview person in the WWE is Renee Young, and I was devastated when they put her on commentary, because that was brutal. It was bad. Leave her as the interviewing person, because nobody does it better. She has a magnificent energy when it comes to speaking to somebody on the mic. Magnificent. Get rid of all these discount not Renees. All right? Charlie Caruso can stay. But Dasha, I think that's what her name is, she got to go. The other blonde white lady, she got to go. I don't even remember her name. She got to go. Get all these other people up out of here. Let Renee do what Renee does better than anybody else. Let her do the backstage interviews. Nobody comes close to Renee in that category. Fat Bubba says, I should try to be a manager for Bobby Lashley. Man, if I was a manager in the WWE, I'd get fired. I'd take stuff way too far. I'd get fired. Because I'll make the crowd truly believe what's happening. I mean, I'm talking trash to fans, face to face. I don't understand why people don't get out the ring, grab the mic, and start screaming at people. Talk to people. Don't got to always stay on the hard camera. They got cameras. They going to follow you around. If you cutting a magnificent promo, you think Vince is gonna have you come to the back and tear you a new one and chew your ass out because, oh, you didn't stand there and look at the hard camera the entire time. Good television is good television. Dasha left to go to AEW. Well, there it is. Kathy Kelly left after TakeOver. It was Sarah. Yeah, get her the hell up out of here. JoJo's out raising Bray Wyatt's children. Kyle Kruderbatch, yes. Keep Charlie, keep Renee, get everybody else the hell up out of here. Oh, and take take Byron Saxton the hell up with you. Get him the hell up out of here. No, Mr. Big Chest, Stephen A. would not be a good heel manager. If Stephen A. went to the WWE, it'd have been bad news. It'd have been terrible. Because who the hell do you put Stephen A. with? It wouldn't work. Stephen A. just got a whole lot of energy. He not somebody who could tear somebody down without, well, then again, I can't really say super prepared material, because outside of Paul Heyman, everybody else got their scripted promos. So perhaps Stephen A. would work, but I don't think he'd work in the WWE. I agree. Saxton is the absolute worst. I don't know why they giving us all these, highlight packages for John Cena, as if people don't know what the hell Cena is. Like, how you trying to sell me John Cena? You don't got to. Just say Cena gonna be here. You ain't got to show his accomplishment. Just say Cena gonna be here. This is the only thing they got to show. This graphic right here, John Cena returns tonight. Fox, Smackdown. That's the only thing you got to show. You don't need to show me no highlight package, because who the hell don't know? Who don't know? That's like, think about it. When Stone Cold is coming back to WWE, you think they putting highlight packages left and right? Oh, this is when he won this title. It's Stone Cold is coming. Buy your ticket or get near your TV. That's it. If you want to bring back John Cena return. You don't got to put nothing to sell him. John Cena put butts in seats with his name alone. Tracy Walton put another 5 on it. Said, if you had to book 3 rivalries with today's WWE roster, what would they be? Okay. First and foremost, there was one that we already saw, but I feel as if they could really go far with it. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. Number 2, Sasha Banks. And let me see. What did people call me at the wrong time? You jackass. Okay, so let's see. Who else would it be? I'd have to. Matter of fact, no, we can't book stuff that we've already done. Let's see. We can't do matches we've already done. Samoa Joe and now I'd have to put Samoa Joe and Styles because I feel as if they did not end it the right way. Samoa Joe, Styles. Sasha Banks and you know what? I think Sasha Banks Naomi could really be a great program. That'd be a sensational rivalry. I don't want to say Bianca Belair because she ain't ready yet. And boy, probably need one more. I want to use Shayna Baszler, but I don't think there's somebody else for her right now. Yeah, I can't. I cannot. I cannot. Boy, that's tough to pick three rivalries, man. Maybe I can't even do Styles again and Shinsuke the right way because they both lost their flair. No Rick. No DJ the Kid. Bianca's not ready yet. She's not ready yet. She's just started to make her wins in NXT, and I mean truly make her like where she can speak on the mic and also back it up in the ring. She ain't ready to come to the main roster yet. She not ready yet. They gonna screw her over. She gonna have a great 6 months and then she gonna fall off a cliff. She ain't ready yet. Let her stay in NXT and dominate before coming up. She ain't ready yet. And I love Bianca Belair. Love her. But she ain't ready yet. She's still very green. You know what, Ken Sean? You got a good point. You got a very good point. Shayna Baszler and Asuka. I think that would round it out for me. Oh, wow. Damn. How you guys feel about Braun Strowman and this haircut? Is that a mullet? What is that? This man's hairline is in the middle of his head. Oh, my word. Why did Braun agree to get this haircut? His hairline is in the middle of his head. Why would you do this? Who's his barber? Oh, boy. They call this man a monster among men. But he got a senior citizen hairline. Why did they do this to him? Who did this to him? Mr. Big Chest? Yes, I agree. Montez Ford, I said it on the Jabba Tears podcast, and I'll continually say it. He's this generation's Rock. Wait on it. He's the next coming of the Rock. Wait on it. He's the character I would have loved to been had I chose wrestling. Literally. The epitome of what I had hoped to be if I was a wrestler. That kind of energy, that kind of charisma, that kind of athleticism. He got it all. Wait until he leaves Angelo Dawkins. Because Dawkins is the Marty Jannetty to Montez Ford's Shawn Michaels. Not to compare the in-ring work, not to compare the character work. We're talking about, when it comes to tag team. Let's just be honest. The Rockets was sensational. But Jannetty was holding Michaels back, and you saw it. Street Profits are great, but Dawkins is holding Ford back. Hoodie Zay, yes, I agree. Zayn is an absolute monster on the mic. Look at Renee, just standing there staring people in the eye. It's so subtle. She don't even need to say nothing, and you feel her presence there. I mean, Dean's not around, so maybe I might slide in the DMs. Oh, well, everybody's signing. We're going to have a 3-on-1 match. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think all them signatures fit on that paper. How you going to give it a contract but then throw away the pen? Like, are pens expendable? Oh, well, then again, WWE wastes food and cars. So I guess they don't mind wasting a pen. Well, Zayn is very confident. Oh, no, there's going to be a removal of the table. Oh, well, Braun is fighting. Braun took down both Cesaro and Nakamura. Ruben Deere says Nakamura needs to be faced, rebuild his character, and try again. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't think it's possible to catch that same flair he once had. Oh, wow. Great haluva kick from Sami Zayn. One more time. I love that haluva kick. One more time. Bam! Got him. Down goes Strowman. Strowman is down with the most stretchable jeans. Because there's no way that did not just rip. Kinshasa, down he goes, and Cesaro might just go for the big swing right here. Mr. Big Chest, I agree. That could main event, WrestleMania. Sonic Dew says Shinsuke should have won the world title. When? At Mania? Because I agree. Oh, wow. Another haluva kick with a double suplex through the table, and down goes Braun. Will this be his fate in Elimination Chamber? I still don't understand what barber gave this man that haircut. He was tripping. And I don't like Shinsuke Nakamura's clothes, man. Bring back that old fit that he had. Martin Lee says, who do I think is the best wrestling YouTube channel? Probably What Culture. I don't know that many. I know there's is it WrestleMania? Yeah, it's probably What Culture. Oh, Hoodie Zay says, who is Daniel Bryan facing at Mania? I have no clue. Random Trainer X says, Cesaro deserves better. I agree, man. I truly believe that he does. He definitely deserves better. There's no reason why he's been kind of just floating and coasting in the same area for the longest. And for those of you guys watching on YouTube who have not already, new viewers or old viewers alike, download this here Hot Mic app. You have not downloaded already. Download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. Get it on your cellular device. Brian Frederick says, do you think the Shield versus Undisputed Era would have been great? Absolutely. 2014 Shield, no. 2013 heel Shield versus this Undisputed Era could have worked. 2004, matter of fact, no. 2014 face Shield against 2020 heel Undisputed Era. It could have worked. Only problem is who of the Undisputed Era doesn't fight? Because the Shield is only 3, so. Oh, Brian's going to fight against Sheamus? Well. I did see Evo Cultaholic is the YouTube channel that has like the rankings of like the champions, right? I think I seen a couple of videos from that channel. Yes, Reigns versus Goldberg is confirmed, and here comes Daniel Bryan. And keep in mind, Elimination Chamber is 1 week from Sunday. Bruh Movement says Derrick Henry versus the 2013 Shield. Don't do that to the Shield. They don't deserve that kind of abuse. Larry Moore, I'm right there with you. How the hell does Roman get a title match without having an all-men's chamber match? Couldn't even tell you, man. Couldn't tell you. Remember when title shots had to be earned, where you couldn't just say, you the number one contender. Like we had a number one contenders match or we had a number one contenders tournament. Let's just be honest. Every single pay-per-view, when they want to build up a feud for a champion, you can literally have a number one contender tournament. You literally can have a number one contenders tournament to really make it matter. Because they be putting matches together such short notice. Make the actual fighters have to do the work. Make the champions sit back, relax, and watch. Cut their promos as they will. Let the talent that's in the tournament come up to the champion and talk to him, whether it's in the dressing area or in the ring or whatever, and say, yo, I'm coming for your title, whatever. And that will build their entire thing. It's little work. This is why I never really understood with Vince whenever we find situations where we always scratching our head like, how the hell? Because you've seen him make chicken dinner out of chicken shit before. And then now he has chicken dinner and turns it into chicken shit. It's so weird. It's so odd. I don't understand. Aaron Sherwood put $4.99 on it. Says, I kind of want Reigns versus Goldberg to main event WrestleMania 36 just to see how poorly it goes. Man, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Dark Bart says 2003 WWE Championship Tournament was good. Yes, indeed. Tyler Martin said, did I like Rusev's run of dominance? I absolutely loved it because it felt real. It felt like, all right, this is a guy who could be a force. And then you let him get eaten by Cena. Hunter Thomas says the gauntlets before Elimination Chamber are awesome. Indeed they are, but I honestly think it's kind of stupid. Gauntlet matches, I've always felt as if the first or the second person eliminated gets done a disservice. Only way it works is if the first match is an absolute, one of those 3.5 4-star matches, a clinic to where even when the loser loses, they don't look weak. I hate gauntlet matches where the first match is over in ridiculously fast. The second match should be a challenge for the person who won the first. And if the person who comes out second loses, they got to have a legitimate sort of, usually the person who loses second is usually the comic relief. Like you either get like a roll up or you the person that nobody expected to win anyway, or it's one of those upsets where it's a quick roll up. It's never a great match on the second match. This is dope. Said, who's a better commentator, Booker T or David Otunga? I actually enjoy Booker T because regardless of the fact that he sometimes don't know what the hell he's talking about, Booker T is always entertaining. Otunga, not so much. Addison Harvey says, I'm sorry, but it needs to be said, Brock Lesnar as the WWE Heavyweight Champion is boring. Yes, because they don't let him do the kind of Brock Lesnar stuff that he could do. Honestly, the past couple of weeks where you've seen him just run into the ring, F5 somebody or suplex somebody and leave, they should have been doing this with him since 2014. If he's the guy who does what he wants, literally, let him do what Kane did on the night in 98 where he just came out in 4 different matches and chokeslam people and raise hell. Let him do what Austin did in 2000 when he came back after getting hit by the car and stunned everybody damn near every single segment. Have Brock show up whenever. He don't need to cut no promos. He just show up, F5 somebody and leave. They got Curtis Axel versus Daniel Bryan. This match about to be done within seconds. Oh boy. This match about to be over quick. Random Trainer X says, thoughts on Undertaker taking out 100% Styles with a chokeslam. Man. Oh boy. If they were trying to make this a WrestleMania match, like you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Chokeslam, he ain't even take off his coat or his hat. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. I love the fact that Taker, wanted it, came back to fight against Stop, but it shouldn't have ended like that. Michael, I'm right there with you. Why do they keep putting Bryan in with jobbers? I don't understand. Bryan ain't somebody who you're going to get behind because he fighting against jobbers. He ain't that guy. That's very confusing to me. I don't know why they do that. That's odd. Don't put Bryan against jobbers. That's weird. Swift V says Axel was never eliminated. No, he was not. Curtis Axel with the offense right now. Oh boy, Gubba Gulag on talking trash from commentary. I don't want to see Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak, man. I don't want to see Gulak. Gulak never really interests me, even when he was champion. I get why they're pushing Gulag, but man, I'm not really a big fan of Gulag. He never really seemed interesting to me. Hashtag Truth says the best thing WWE has right now is Edge versus Orton, and I hope they don't screw it up. You can't screw it up. You literally cannot screw that up. Want to know why? Because you got 2 vets in the game, 2 people who have history, and Edge came back for the first time in 9 years. It doesn't matter how they book it. It's going to be magic. The nostalgia alone, people are going to love it. The only thing that they will screw over is I can say the only way they'll drop the ball with Edge and Orton is after WrestleMania. Because the way it's going right now, perfect. Perfect. You don't need to see Edge all the time. His wife can come out and speak. Orton will do what he does. There's no way those guys will mess that one up. No way. I have zero doubt in my mind. It's going to be great. Michael, you're absolutely correct. Bruce Pritchard cannot book SmackDown. Here come the yes kicks. Kyle Cruderbat says, what happened to Bo Dallas? I thought he was dope in NXT. Once he came up to the main roster, it faded away. Indeed, it did. Bo Dallas was just, Once he came up to the main roster, he was still doing the, what did he call it? What did he call the run when he used to run around the ring? I can't remember what he called it, but he lost steam fast, man. I can't believe this fight is still going on. Wyatt versus Cena at WrestleMania. The Fiend retires Cena. That would be nice if only Cena was full-time. It'd mean more if Cena was full-time. Bow Train. Yes, the Bow Train. Down goes Axel with the submission. Man, I like Daniel Bryan more when he had the hair. Man, I miss me some Tyler Breeze too. That was great. They're still trying to sell John Cena. Man, I was so happy that I got to see John Cena versus Styles live. Not at Royal Rumble, but at SummerSlam. Man, they never left the ring. What a match. Styles was a very good champion. Styles was a very good champion. It got stale at one point, but Styles was a very good WWE champion. Say what you want about AJ Styles. Some people have said AJ Styles is boring, and my eyebrows have gone through my hairline. Like, what? But hey, man, all right. Larry Moore, you're correct. Daniel sacrificed his hair just to lose to the Fiend. Mahmoud Faroud put $1.99 on it. Said, wish we got Thugonomics Cena for a match at WrestleMania. All we got was a goddamn conversation with Elias. Martin Lee says Tyler Breeze was booked correctly. I feel like he would have been a great IC champion. I agree. Remember the times when the IC championship was a stepping stone to the world title? Pepperidge Farm remembers. New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl says AJ Styles boring. Who said that? Man, a lot of people, these wrestling forums be crazy, man. Some fans are wild. Said he's boring. He can't talk. He can't sell a match. He's just in ring work. I said, all right, man. Hey, you entitled to your wrong opinion. I can't. I said, AJ Styles is boring? What kind of wrestling you watching? I said, all right. Stay Creative says, I would have Randy Orton versus Edge in a true anything goes falls count anywhere match. I agree. Matter of fact, no. What they should do is Edge versus Orton at WrestleMania, unsanctioned match. So everything counts. Well, I don't think there's a, falls anywhere unsanctioned match. I don't think that's a thing. I think that's just a street fight. But they should have, it's similar to what Shawn Michaels and Triple H had in 2002 at SummerSlam. Because of the injuries to Edge's neck, coming back, then the concerto, they should have it selling to like, yo, doctors are on television like, yo, Edge should not be wrestling, all this other stuff. And Edge is like, nah, let me fight. And if it's Vince or whoever's like, yo, we not going to let you fight. We can't allow you to go and have this. It's like, all right, bet, let's have an unsanctioned match, whatever, or we're not liable for whatever. Yeah, whatever, I just want Orton's ass. And throughout the entire time, Orton keeps attacking him. To where you never see Edge get one over on Orton until WrestleMania. That's the perfect way to book it. Because you'll have everybody in the arena will be cheering for Edge to win. If you give Edge a premature victory, it's going to suck. You're going to ruin this opportunity for him. An unsanctioned match is the perfect way. Literally, because people don't think Edge's neck will survive. You have to put it as an unsanctioned match. No, stay creative. No, 3 stages of hell. Edge versus Randy. No, not 3 stages of hell. And I love that match. No, no. Better story if it's unsanctioned. Better story if it's unsanctioned. 3 stages of hell with nothing to fight over. I mean, that's just like what would you? 3, and let's just be honest. Outside of, let's say, there was maybe about 3 actually good 3 stages of hell matches. I know Austin and Triple H in 2001 before WrestleMania. I think that was No Way Out. I'm forgetting 2 others. But with 3 stages of hell, they usually always do normal match, street fight, cage match. Normal match, ladder match, cage match. But unsanctioned, I believe, will be the best. Cage match, I feel like unsanctioned would be better, man. Because I feel like with Edge, you have to incorporate that ladder. Give him something to jump off of. But then again, what was he going to bring a ladder out in an unsanctioned match for? I just feel like unsanctioned is the best opportunity. They can't fight in a TLC because what are they fighting over? What's being suspended from the top? You don't have a TLC match that can end by pinfall. That would make no sense. Maybe loser retires, but at the same time, that kind of sucks because you know Edge just came back. So him losing in the retirement match, you know he probably going to lose. Retirement matches only work when you kind of look at it like, yo, wait a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean losing retire? Like, for example, Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. Although we knew Shawn was probably coming to the end of his rope, Shawn could have wrestled for 5 more years. He was literally still at the top of his game, even though he was like in his early 40s. And Taker was just the champion. So it make no sense for him to retire. So when he say, yo, Shawn got to put his, career on the line, I was like, I think the streak might just end, man. Shawn going to lose? Nah, I don't know. So that's when you really make stuff believable. Kyle Kruderbat says, can you do 3 stages of hell in the PG era? I believe they did. A few years back. Wasn't there a street? Was it Ambrose and Rollins? Somebody had a 3 stages of hell match not too long ago. I think it was within the past 5 years. I think there was one. But that's how Miz and Morrison went on to go and win their titles. The tag team championships, taking down the New Day at Super Showdown. Was it Ryback? Hashtag truth. Yes, I agree. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already, download the Hot Mic app. It is absolutely free. Get it on your phone. Listen to me in real time. You're watching on YouTube. There's a bit of a delay. Download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. It is absolutely free. Get it on your phone. Man, this Miz and this headband gotta go. I've never been a big fan of that headband. Random Trainer X says that quote unquote end of an era Hell in a Cell match between Triple H and Undertaker. Oh wow, Sherrod Petaway, you right. Let me go and check Twitter world. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuned into the stream, please hit that tweet button. Let the people know that you are tuned in. All right. Take a look at Twitter world. Who is in Twitter world? Oh, I don't think there's anybody in Twitter world. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody in Twitter world. Oh, no, there is people in Twitter world. God, dog. Hunt Tom 7 says Cesaro needed that push in 2016, 2017. Sherrod Petaway, always showing love. Sky Blue, showing love. Hot Mike, always showing love. Come and check in, man. Check in. Andre Bush, Jaquan the Man, Taro the Kid. Hunt Tom 7, Cola TX as well. Do we have a donation come through? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I just went over to Twitter World. I couldn't see it at first. I think my notifications was wild. I think I had on the other thing. Victory song in the ring for the I keep saying, I think it's is it the dirt sheet? I can't recall. But Miz and Morrison celebrating their title win. Why is there a ref coming out? Oh boy, are they invoking their rematch clause? Y2 Jericho says Gargano and Cole had a 2 out of 3 falls match, was essentially a steel 3 Stages of Hell's match. Why wasn't it called 3 Stages of Hell? No, not really. Oh, actually, no, was it? No, two out of 3 falls isn't 3 stages. You got to have a stipulation. What kind of match? Elimination Chamber. Oh my. Oh. Wow. They're going to defend their championships in the Elimination Chamber. I'm sure that's not what they wanted to see. Random trainer, I'm right there at the Lucha House Party. They about to be the second elimination. Another tag team chamber match. Oh boy. I'm not fond of the tag team chamber match. It is way too many bodies inside the damn chamber. Mike Harp, it says, oh wow, you'll be there in Elimination Chamber. Wait, it's in Philly? Oh no, I'm not going to be here. I'm being California. Yeah, it can't happen. I can't go anyway. Yeah, it's next. Yeah, I'm being California. I can't even do it. Damn. I was really concerned. I'm like, dude, I might just drive to Philly, man. I need to go out there. I should have went to the Royal Rumble in Philly, man. I should have went there. I'm upset at myself I didn't go. I should have went. Would have saw AJ Styles' debut. Hey, look, it's Batista in his movie, My Spy. Batista really became a good actor. I mean, he's all right, but he's out here getting booked and busy. Remember when nobody thought The Rock was going to become a big actor? I mean, The Rock, for me, honestly, The Rock can't really act. The Rock is just himself. But hey, it is what it is. I ain't going to hate on the man who's the highest grossing action actor in the world right now. It's in Philly. Yeah, I'm being California. I can't go. Damn. There ain't no way. Oh, it did have a stipulate. Well, damn, you know what? That's probably 3 stages of hell. But at the same time, the second one being no DQ really ain't no 3 stages of hell. But at the same time, they have street fights as a stipulation in 3 stages of hell. So technically, you're right. It should have been a 3 stages of hell, man. You got one over on me, Y2 Jericho. You ain't wrong. No Sir Duda said, what's up, Crip Adonis? Evidently, that's what I look like. All blue, everything. With a couple of white stripes. You'd have thought this was a Rest in Peace Pop Smoke episode. Yes, Willie Scott Goldberg is back. Knowledge White says Kofi is about to break his back jumping off the pod. I think Morrison is going to try to do the Starship Pain from the top of the pod. I don't think it's going to be Kofi jumping from the... I can't even say that. It's going to be Kofi. It's going to be Kofi or one of the Mexicans. One of the Lucha House Party people going to go flying. Isaiah Russell says the best tag teams in the world right now. The Revival. Revival. New Day. Usos. Young Bucks. Hell, Private Party. Cause I seen them when they had their first, not their first match, but I seen them when they first started here in New York in the HOG. Usos. DIY. Can you really count them as a tag team anymore? I guess. No, not Street Profits. I love the Street Profits, but not Street Profits. Talk about the best tag teams in the world. Matter of fact, you know what? You got to take into account the entertainment factor. Yeah, Street Profit. Yeah, Street Profits. Yeah. Lucha Bros. Yes, for sure. Lucha Bros. LAX. They were the same as a Private Party. Same spot here in New York. Out in Queens for HOG. Hoodies A, I agree, man. Wow, Undisputed Era. I guess so. What do they call them? So the Redragon, Bobby Fish and Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. But yeah, Undisputed Era. But they're more of a faction. But yeah. Well, right now we're getting the Usos versus John Morrison and The Miz. Dream. Oh wow, how did I forget about the OC? They're a great tag team. Seth and Buddy. Better single stars. You know what, Hunter Thomas? I'm happy you said War Raiders, because what the hell was that, calling them the Viking Raiders? Why couldn't we just call them the damn War Raiders? What was the purpose of that? Remember when they called them the Viking Experience? Really? They're literally the War Raiders. And more importantly about the War Raiders, I never cared about them at all. They never sold me yet. Wait, King Kilvis said because you can't say war on mainstream television or sponsors would get mad. Really? All right. Oh, wow. Well, there it is. Yeah, Kyle Kruderbat, yeah, when they said Viking Raiders. The Viking Raiders? All right. Those are such weird names, man. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I said earlier, man. The Viking Experience. It's like the Viking Experience? What is this supposed to be? Just utter confusion. I was like, all right. Wow, Miz and Morrison got a little, chant going. Yeah, King Scrappy, that's how I'd rather them just call them Raiders. The Raiders. Viking Raiders? Like, why? Put Viking. You could see they're Vikings. You don't need to put Viking. Oh, it was Red Dragon, not Redragon. Yeah, see, I was reading it as Redragon, as I always did. Yeah, War Machine was better, Hunter. War Machine was way better. Yeah, but Sonic War Games is on pay-per-view in the network. It's not network television. If you're on every single, yeah, it makes sense. If you're on every single week, that's network television. So there could be kids watching. Oh, great kick. Down is the Uso. This is going to be a 3 count. Wow. Wow, Uso kicked out. I didn't see that one. Cause I thought the match was actually going to end right there. They got me. Clyde Tiku says, do I think Matt Hardy's going to show up to Revolution tomorrow? No clue. No clue whatsoever. But it's a highly probable, a probability. Possibility, I should say. Sherrod Pettaway, you're absolutely correct. Lucha Underground was magnificent. I watched the first 2 seasons, and then it became like wrestling overload because it was just too much wrestling for me. But and that's not even to say the in-ring product. I was just watching so much wrestling, I started to get burned out. So I'm like, yeah, I got to slow down. I think the last of Lucha Underground that I saw was, I think it was Mil Muertes had destroyed somebody. And I remember the Trios Championship when Angelico had jumped from the high area from like the damn top from somewhere. But it was produced like too much like a television show for me. I'm like, dude, just let them wrestle, dog, because it was magnificent. Lucha Underground was great. I didn't even know it was still going on. Shit, it might not be going on anymore. Paul Lawrence says AEW is doing what Nitro did during their time in the Wrestling Wars. The only thing AEW has left to do is to move to Monday or Friday. Saying on a Wednesday is good because you should beat out NXT. You literally should be beating NXT on a weekly basis. And who was the lady announcer in Lucha Underground? That, woof. You kidding me? Golly. I made it unique. It was there, Melissa Santos. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo. I would sell 3 goats for a day to ring her doorbell. I mean, golly. That's some that was she was good at what she was doing. I'm happy for her and her success. But I think she was dating Cage if I'm not mistaken. Or they're married. I cannot recall. Is she married to Brian? Is she married to Cage? Oh, damn. Damn. Yeah, she's married, right? Oh boy. All right, let's concoct a plan to get rid of Cage. Oh, let's not do that. Let's not ruin the happy home. They probably got kids. Let's not do that. But we're approaching the final 2. Well, there should be only one more commercial break remaining for SmackDown. So Cena's gonna close out the show after this tag team bout with both Usos, with the Usos taking on Miz and Morrison. And if you have that already, download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. Absolutely free. Get it on your cellular device, Android and iPhone. Promo code Adonis, all caps. Darth Bart, AEW getting a second TV show will be bad. Do not do it. It's going to be like WCW when they started with Thunder. Do not do it. Don't try to build other stars on it. Do not do it. It's not a good look, Luna. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay with your one show. Maximize your one show. Please don't make 2 shows. Do not do it. Stay with one show and beat NXT weekly, and I'm talking dominate them with your one show and then change your show to a different day. Do not make two. If AEW makes 2 shows, their product will be crumbled within 2 years. Do not make 2 shows. Hashtag Truth says, gotta fight Jimmy for Naomi. Hey, man. I can't tell you how many times I've commented on Montez Ford picks to make his location public. So Bianca Belair can become... Oh, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? We're not going here. Trying to set up the Starship Pain, but you got the apron kick to the face of John Morrison. He's tied up at the Tree of Woe. He's upside down. Jey Uso got to get up here. Jimmy Uso trying to get Jey Uso to super kick Miz. Miz is down. Oh, boy. There's the tag. Jey Uso's legal. Jey Uso's legal. Jimmy's going looking for like a sunset flip. Oh, my word, a sunset. What the hell? A sunset pile driver into the splash. Wait, did we just see a pile driver from a man not named Undertaker? That was amazing. Jimmy Uso with the sunset flip pile driver and Jey Uso off the other turn, but that was magnificent. Look at the replay once again. Canadian Destroyer, whatever the hell you want to call it. Magnificent. Yeah, you know what? That was a Canadian Destroyer. That was a hell of a finish. Nah, think about it. His body was, facing the opposite way, so it couldn't have been a pile driver. But, well, then again, that doesn't really, signify that because we've seen it from Jerry Lawler's pile driver. But, yeah, it was with the flip. That makes a Canadian Destroyer. Fair enough. I try to psych myself up. Ooh, we got ourselves a pile driver. Nah, that's not what happened. Oh, boy. I'll be better next time, guys. I fudged up, guys. Whatever the case was, love the finish. Great finish. And with 15 minutes remaining, here comes John Cena. They really doing all this to hype up John Cena returning for a promo. Like, why they doing all this? Just say John Cena is going to be on Smackdown. We all know John Cena. P1 Gabe 35 says, who would win, the Inner Circle or Bullet Club? The Inner Circle. If this was Bullet Club under AJ Styles, I'd say Bullet Club all day. Till this day, I'll say that was the best version of Bullet Club. Yeah, Stave Creative, absolutely, man. They're making it seem like John Cena about to retire. And even if Cena retired, you don't need to put all this stuff. Like, you trying to swerve us? What are they doing? Hashtag Truth says, what do I think about Naomi winning the women's championship, then going into a program with Ember Moon? I would love to see Naomi win the title, but a program with Ember Moon, no. Because unless Ember is going to come back as a heel, don't do it. I understand what they would try to do, but man, it'd be good. It'd be good work, in ring work. But I don't think so. No, who would win in an Extreme Rules match? CM Punk or Shawn Michaels? CM Punk. Shawn Michaels would out wrestle CM Punk, but CM Punk would win. Yeah, Edward Grant. Yeah, man, I liked AJ Styles' Bullet Club over Kenny Omega's Bullet Club. Darth Bart says Romo just got $17 million per season, as he should. DJ the Kid says Bullet Club under Kenny was the best. Man, it was second for me. I like AJ Styles' run as the leader of Bullet Club a little bit better. Bullet Club under Kenny was I'd say it was the most entertaining. But under AJ Styles, I think it was the best one. Knowledge White says, who would win 2011, Mark Henry or Keith Lee? Mark Henry, because I don't think Keith Lee, I want to see how Keith Lee works with extremely large guys like that. He's worked with very tall guys. He's worked with muscular guys. He's worked with smaller guys. I want to see how he works with gigantic, big, like the Big Show, Mark Henry. No, I can't say Kane, but fatter guys. I want to see how he works with that. But I'd probably say Keith Lee would lose. Crow Sting versus Outlaw Undertaker. Outlaw Undertaker was Ministry of Darkness, if I'm not mistaken. Or are we talking about when? No, you would have said American Badass if you're talking Outlaw. So just hashtag truth. Just clarify that. Outlaw Undertaker was 98, 99 Undertaker, right? Sherrod Penaway. Oh, well, he did work with Bronson. Okay, all right. Keith Lee versus Walter or Bronson Reed. Walter. I really like Walter. Oh boy, Keith Lee versus Braun Strowman. I'd have to see how it works out. Well, Bullet Club was never really under Adam Cole, was it? Well, technically, yeah, it was, because when they got, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but it wasn't as good as the other ones. After the biker, really? Oh yeah, that's when he was yeah against Crow Sting. Probably Crow Sting. Yeah, probably Crow Sting. But here comes Cena. We haven't seen him in a while. Since he was, I think, on the apron and then leaving after a segment with Becky Lynch, I think. Um, the 16-time world's champion, John Cena, in the ring, returning back to WWE for reasons we're not sure. He's got his knee pads on and everything. So who's to say this brother not here ready for a fight? Wow, a record-breaking 600 wishes for Make-A-Wish. And he's going to star in Fast 9 as an actual main character. This can make or break John Cena with his performance in this film when it comes to acting. This will be his biggest film to date. I'm sure it feels extremely electric to be in that ring around those people, man. Dexter Jetster says, I want them to bring back the Ministry theme for AJ. I agree. Yeah, John Cena's hype. It'd be a shame if Simon Dean came out to try to sell him some protein. Yeah, Walter's chops are something serious. Oh, wow. Damn, that lady taking her shirt off? Yeah, Cena with the Kmart shorts. Yeah, he's the Sherrod, you're right. The only guy allowed to wear jorts in 2020. I think I got a pair of jorts from years ago, though. Knowledge White says who would win, AJ or Adam Cole? I'd say AJ, but right now you kind of got to let Adam Cole win. Oh, WrestleMania. Well, damn, you could have just said what you're doing here tonight. Well, Cena saying he'll always be a WWE superstar. And he said, what is he doing at WrestleMania? So let's find out what he's going to be doing. Oh, I think he might be hosting WrestleMania. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We all hated Simon Dean. I couldn't stand Simon. He came out in that Segway and everything. Oh, boy. I kid you not. If I saw Simon Dean in the street in 2004, 2005, 2006, I don't even think he was still in the company in 2006, I'd have slapped him. I was between the ages of 10 and 12. I'd have slapped him. I was ready to fight Simon. I don't know what it was. I just saw Simon. You son of a bitch, I'm gonna kick your ass. I hope you die, you bastard. Like if somebody told me, oh, breaking news, Simon Dean murdered in a shootout in front of his home, I'm like, yeah. If it was 2004, I'm like, yeah, yeah. I don't know what the deal was, man. I hated Simon Dean. I wish the brother the best now, but I don't know what was happening back then. I had hate in my heart for Simon Dean. Yeah, I'm waiting for the firehouse. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Firefly Funhouse to start. This is dope. Says, how old am I? I'm 25, turning 26 in June. Am I younger than you expected? Perhaps. My man, would you just tell us what you're doing? I'm starting to get a little bit upset, Cena. You gonna host? So you came out to say you're not gonna be part of WrestleMania? You could have just never came back. You clown! What was the purpose of this? Boy. Okay, it's about time Bray Wyatt attacks this man. Why are you giving us a speech we already know? You should have just never came back if you wasn't going to be part of WrestleMania. How you come out to say you're not going to be part of something? When The Undertaker wasn't at WrestleMania last year, did he come into the ring and say, I will not be at the grandest stage of them all? He didn't come out. Oh, maybe John Cena's going to announce that he's pregnant. What new? What last moments? What is Cena dying? Why did he say the last moments of the show or the last moments of his life? Maybe his career. He said he was never gonna leave. So is he gonna retire here? What is he doing here? The people erupting and he's getting emotional. I think this could be a swerve. Remember, he just got himself into the acting world, so he could be swerving us here. Wow. Well, here comes the Fiend. There we go. That's why you had your knee pads on. I love how he was still in the salute. Here comes the Fiend. He still got the salute. I'm dead. He still got the salute. Oh, the Fiend got to be right behind him. Stand up now, Fiend. Stand up now. That'd be a sensational angle. Right over one of his shoulders. Please tell me the Fiend about to pop up. Oh, wow, he's behind him. There he is. I love this awkward staring at each other. Oh, no, what the hell you pointing for? Attack him! Attack him! Oh, yes, he's turned his head, Fiend. Get him! Get him! He's not looking at you. He's looking at the crowd, Fiend. He can't see you, Fiend. Attack him, Fiend. What is he doing? Damn it! You hit everybody from behind, but you don't hit Cena? I don't understand. Attack him now! What is the jutsu? What is it? Shadow possession jutsu? Get him with the move. When I move, you move just like that. What's going on? What the hell? Did he just accept his mat? He should have attacked him. All he had to do was point, and then this. When Cena just said, man, I'm a goner. All it took was a point for him to say, you know what? One more match. This don't make no sense. Well, there it is. Fiend versus Cena at WrestleMania. That was it? All right. I mean, I get it. But the Fiend is becoming way too human. Yeah, Edward, I'm right there with you. I should say Random Trainer X. Yeah, he's becoming more human. I was like, all right. I thought he was going to attack him. Like, let the Fiend attack one of the kids. All right, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Well, oh, wow. Okay. Done looked up. They had the news. Oh, it just said a coronavirus outbreak. All right, that's it for me. All right, yeah, he's probably getting hella money. I'll tell you that much. Brendel Turner, you're right. If this fixing to be Cena's last match, Bray Wyatt about to get some money. He about to get paid. Larry Moore, I agree. That should have ended in blood. This was the perfect situation. You done built John Cena's return so much throughout this entire week, especially throughout this program. Cena comes out. You could hear the emotion in his last minute and a half of him speaking. He said his friends and his family was here, right? He's got a movie that's coming out and everything. The best scenario that they could have went with to book this situation, or they could have done it like when Undertaker was fighting against Triple H and Undertaker kept saying no going into WrestleMania. Or matter of fact, when he was supposed to fight against the second time against Michaels, and Michaels wanted to fight Triple H, or Michaels wanted to fight Undertaker, and Undertaker kept saying no. What they could have did here was have the Fiend absolutely torture and destroy Cena in Cena's hometown, in front of Cena's family, on national television, and force this man to have to respond. Rather than, like, the hell was that? I understand, but come on. You're better than that, WWE. Come on. All I know is Cena better win. Pardon me, I lied. The Fiend better win. Oh, I said I lied. I lied. The Fiend better win. And that's all I got to say about that. But ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys staying for the entire stream. For those of you guys who've been here from the beginning, tuning in and watching Friday Night Smackdown with your boy. And once again, if you have not already downloaded the Hot Mic app, download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. All right, let me know what your thoughts on Cena versus The Fiend will be. Most likely tomorrow, because I will be going live for the XFL games. Well, for one of the games tomorrow, and then the other one Sunday afternoon. But regardless, I have been your host, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have yourselves a magnificent night.